What is up, peeps? Just live twice in one day. There must be a shift in the universe. All right. So, hope you guys are all having a good Sunday night. Welcome to the stream once again. Those of you on Twitch and YouTube, I recommend you guys follow me on both. Twitch, I will typically see your chat significantly faster than on YouTube. DH Paradox. How's it going, man? It is going good, other than the fact that tomorrow is back to work. But today we are going to mess around. One old buzzard, long time no see. Hey, who are you calling an old man? I don't know about that. I ain't there yet. I got a couple grays. I ain't there yet, though. I'm doing good, man. How are you? Long time no see. Today we're just going to mess around in the Baron. We're going to fly around the Caribbean. See if I can break it. This is the BlackSquare analog version. We're not going through any hot shot checklists or anything like that today. Today we are literally just screwing around. Literally just screwing around. It was one of those, like, it was late. It's late at night. Don't know what I want to do. Decided, you know what? Let's take the Baron out and break it. Alright, so where are we? I don't even know where we are, honestly. I sort of just picked a spot and went for it. Let's see here. Why aren't we on live weather? I'm always on live weather. We're on the Saints, that's right. No meat are available. That's how it always goes. Ah, your computer's down? That sucks, man. This is 2020, Paradox. 24 is cool. I still fly 24, but it's got a ways to go. There are parts of it that get more frustrating than I feel like it's worth, if you catch my drift. So, but it's like, I have nothing bad to say about it. It's just, everybody knows it was released too soon, but that's okay. You know, the nice thing about software is as time goes on, it'll progress, and yeah, exactly. It's just got quirks. That's exactly it. It's just the quirks. But it's not bad. All right, let's see what we got going on here. So we got a beacon night, lab night. I don't want my alternators on yet. Let's get our props to full. Let's get our mixture to full rich. There's our fuel on. Boop. Yep. I don't even think I've set up any cameras. Oh, I have one camera. That's nice. Do I have? Oh, I do. Huh. I didn't think I had cameras on this thing yet. CP65, how's it going? Welcome to the stream. We're just going to be messing around. Nothing too fancy. All right, let's take those. Wait for the fuel flows to peak. We can actually do both engines right now. Not supposed to, but we're going to. Let them peak for about 5 seconds. Kick those throttles back to idle. We're going to turn the fuel pumps off for engine start. We shouldn't need them. It's a pretty nice day. And let's see what we get. There's one. Oh, no. Did we miss it? We did miss it. Let's try that again. We're missing it. All right, let's try. Kick that fuel pump back on. You peak it. There's our fuel flow. Let's prime it. Bring it back. About 1/4 of an inch, even though I'm starting the wrong engine. There we go. All right, let's do that again. Boost pump. Is that right engine primed? Take it down to where the other one is. So good engine start on both, yes. Yeah, exactly. 2024 is cool. It's got a lot of things it's going to offer. It's going to be a really fun simulator. But it's just not there yet. And it's not that I don't ever get into it. It's just one of those. You sort of have to be in a mental state to be ready for 2024. You're like, you wake up, you've had your caffeine, you know, you had a nice breakfast, you slept real well, okay, the cats aren't arguing, the dogs are fine, you know, kind of thing, and then decide, all right, are the kids being good? And if all the moon and stars are aligned, then you get into 2024. At least that's sort of where I'm at with it right now. All right, we got our altimeter set. Flaps are retracted. Cowl flaps should be open. What are you doing? Here. Why is that reversed? Cowl flaps are open. Good. Yeah, no. Like I said, it's not that it's not fun to fly. 2024 is fun. It really depends on what you're going for. So like, one of the things that I'm trying to do with 24 is I'm trying to push my career to the point where I can get into the water bombing. I would like, for example, I would love for someone to make a simulator very high fidelity, like study level, right? Strictly about water bombing. Okay? Putting out fires, but like have everything down, have everything from the unbelievable wind shears and, you know, just all the environmental factors of fighting a fire at low altitude. Okay, I mean, they can do all kinds of things. They can flip you over, they can roll you over, they can bang you up, they can do all kinds of nasty stuff. So something like that, where the aircraft, like even if you're doing like the CL-215 or the 415, the 415, you know, aircraft like that, and just go in there and grip it and rip it and reload, you know, on your water sources and whatnot. If they were to make a sim just based on that, I would be all over it. Yeah, see, exactly. Something like that. Like, and that's sort of where I'm at. Like, I don't care about the career, but I want to progress to a point where I get a steady flow of those kinds of missions. Like, and to be completely fair, I haven't looked into it enough. I don't even know if you can skip the career and if I can just go straight to water bombing. I haven't actually looked into it that far. And just because I've been, like, especially with the airliners, like, I love my PMDG 737s and the 777s, and they're not particularly good friends with 2024. So that's another factor too. I'm gonna put our flight plan in just in case. I think we're gonna go mess around at St. Barts. I already forgot what this TFFS. I keep forgetting what it is. I don't normally get on this late, so oops. I love this feature. I love that Working Title put that in there. It makes it so much easier when you're doing it with this. Of course, my GNS 530 I put away. Yeah, I don't think you can skip either. That's what I thought. That's what I thought. What is it? TFFJ for St. Barts? Nailed it! Cool. Let's see. Where are we? Shouldn't be that far away. Definitely within range. And by the way, we're not going to fly nice. I'm going to take it low. We're going to be skipping the water, running the engines up to ridiculous performance. This is probably like one of the worst planes you could do that in, being one of the BlackSquare aircraft. And I can't remember if failures are a thing in this particular plane or not. I know they are with the TBM 850 and the... They might fail... Oh, no, yes, they are. They're in the weather radar. Absolutely. If there are bridges, we're doing it, man. Let's see here. It's nav, right? Yeah. Okay. Left engine condition, 100%. Was it? There it is. Global failure rate. Active failures. No active failures. I like your style. Yes. This one is the turbo. Yes. I think I picked the P, right? We don't need the 430. Just more clutter. Although EDM 760, this is a really cool tool. I've enjoyed, and I highly recommend you guys keep an eye out for that one. move that over there. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, I'm gonna drop you guys. What I'm gonna do? Okay. Anyway, at least this makes more sense because like I'm halfway looking at you guys now because the chat is right here. That's why I moved it. IFRI follow rivers. I like that. I'm gonna have to remember that one. I like that one. That was a good one. But the EDM 760, this is a really cool tool. If you guys are interested in like really getting good at leaning your engines, this is a good one to follow. I've enjoyed learning about it. And it tells you all kinds of stuff. All kinds of stuff. Everything from fuel flow, fuel used, endurance time left, based on obviously current engine performance. You can lean over peak, rich over peak. It's pretty slick. I like it. Still a lot more to learn, but I'm really trying to deep dive because like my thing is last year was such a disaster with everything that went on in my life. I am at least going to start my pilot's training this year. Like nothing else is holding me back. I'm freaking sick of this crap. Anyway, let's do this. What am I looking for? I guess the only thing I need is to release the parking brake and see who I can hit first. All right, who do we got right there? I think that's Sam and Joaquin. Oh, no. That's Juliet. Oh, she ate the propeller. That's a bummer. Bet that hurt. I'm telling you, man, we're going to grip it and rip it. Nobody is safe from us today. Pure chaos is going to ensue. St. Barts is hard, but I think in all the videos, and I've done a ton where I have landed at St. Barts on the infamous 1-0 approach, and I think I've had 2 that I would solidly call good. The rest of them were just flat out cheating or just getting tired of it and smashing it on the ground. Landing it like a hornet. You guys probably don't see my big dome that big. There we go. There we are. All right. Let the chaos begin. Did I even turn on the landing lights? Probably not, huh? Nope. All right. We'll do some of the normal stuff. So there's that. There's our strobe lights. That's all they get. Everything else is on. We shouldn't need any heat. Cowl flaps. We're going to be down at pretty low altitude, so probably should leave those on. We'll do some altitude reporting in case their radars can actually pick us up with as low as we're going to fly. What's up, Jay? Good to see you. Grip it and rip it! Alright, so we want to let it spool up, let the turbochargers catch up. And we're off. I was gonna say, airspeed alive, come on. Come on. Oh, shit. So I'm thinking, yeah, I did. I know. I saw that right as we passed the windsock. You think state saving is going to keep that one? I was hoping, man. Right as we went down the runway, I saw the windsock and I went, oh, crap. Dude, that is awesome, Buzzard. That'd be dope. I can't wait. We're going to get there this year. Yeah, I nailed it. I know, Paradox. I know. Like I said, I saw the windsock as we started to roll and I went, oh, no. We're just going to cheat now. Oh, there was a lot of factors there, but like I said, yeah, no, the biggest one was the windsock. We took off in a tailwind. That was a no-no. That's a no-no. We don't take off in the wind or with the wind on a short runway. That's just asking for exactly what happened. No, 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 no. I knew what was coming when I did that. I asked for every inch of that. So let's try that again. Yes, yes, without the oops. That way. Ah, some jerk did. He put this backwards. Come on, baby. Are you mad at me? I think it's mad at me. There's one. There's the fuel flow peaking. Let's let it prime. Independence Day is your favorite movie? I don't know about being my favorite. It's a good movie, but I don't know about my favorite. Two good starts. Alternators on. Avionics on. You guys get this strange sensation of deja vu? Like we've done this before recently? I don't know why. I'm just getting that feeling like I've been here before. Flaps down would have helped too. A little bit of flaps would have gone a long way. Alright, old buds, take it easy, man. We'll be alright with the weight. I rushed it. I got too excited. A little too Dukes of Hazzard. It was my own damn fault. It was my own fault. We'll be fine. I asked for every piece of that. It was funny, at least. Yeah, the second people mention snow here in Tucson, it's the same thing. All panic and chaos breaks out into the world. An asteroid is on its way to the planet, and everyone forgets how to drive. So I get it. Alright, we'll wait for the GPS to catch up. Meanwhile, we should probably check on those failures again. It's crazy. Yeah, the flaps was another big one. We had clean wings. We were taking off with a tailwind. Like I said, I asked for it. Just in case I actually want to use it, we'll put some altitude in there. Alright, let's try that again. Yes. That way. Yes, John, but when Pirates of the Caribbean breaks down, the pirates don't eat the tourists. Where's my wind song? Do 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 do. Do do do. Well, like I said, at the very least, you guys should get a couple laughs out of today. Don't move me over here, huh? And we'll go take off laps. Still think it's funny I did that. Hey, look, and there's no obstructions this way either. Like a house, a tree, a fence. All right. Up we go. Here are those turbochargers. Max power. Brakes released. Airspeed alive already. Look at that. It's amazing what taking off into the wind will do. Come on, baby. Oh, look, we're airborne. Gear coming up. Let's trim that nose up. There we go. Flaps up. RPM's coming back. Manifold pressure coming back. I know. It's definitely a must, man. Yeah, like I said, it makes a difference when you do it right. Can't say it enough, man. I deserved what happened. It's what happens when you cheat. Did they? Even I didn't know that. They did a wonderful job with that 152. Wonderful job with that 152. Yeah, and the wind is crazy here. I'm gonna have to check that out, man. Thanks for that tip. Let's see what our cylinder head temps are running. We can close them a little bit. That's awesome. We'll check that out. I wish they would do a 172, is what I wish they would do. A 172 would be awesome. Look at the wind, man. Wow, you can see the storm cell. St. Barts should be fun. We're gonna crash, you know that, right? We're gonna crash. Again. Dude, the weather is crazy. I don't think we need the... Oops. I am not the one kicking the aircraft around like that. The analog 172 is good, but they need we need someone to redo it. Holy crap. I'm pretty sure this is why they tell you not to do this. Yeah, it's a bumpy ride. Then again, I'm also asking for that too. You realize what the landing into St. Barts is going to be like, right? Hey, Bruce, how are you? Welcome to the stream, man. There's all kinds of chaos happening here. We're flying the BlackSquare Baron G-58, but without any rules whatsoever. Basically, we've already crashed once, by the way. We hit a tree on takeoff. Took off short field, clean wings, with the flaps up, tailwind. everything you're not supposed to do, we did it. And it ended the way that you would think it would end. And the weather is absolute garbage right now, as you can see. And we're going to go try the landing at St. Bart's. Dude, look at the nose orientation in comparison to our plane of travel. Like, we're literally flying like this. I have a full motion sim, and it will soon be back in action. And yeah, I'm thinking things like this are going to be much more common. You know what's actually the best for motion sim? Is, Manny, we're in 2020. The best for motion sim is helicopters. They're so cool. And if you guys happen to be DCS pilots as well, it's epic in DCS. Oh, holy shit! we're not even gonna make it to the damn runway. We're just not. Hey, Richard, welcome aboard. Grab your popcorn, man. Yeah, it's awesome. So I've got the DOF Reality H3. So it's got the pitch, roll, and yaw. And with the helicopters, the yaw especially is awesome. And when you tag it along with virtual reality, unreal. When are we going to do what? No, Vivid, 2024 isn't that bad. We were actually just talking about it. So here's the thing with 24. 24 is an amazing platform. It's one of those things where you can see where they're going with it, right? You know what's coming. I said it a while ago. That 2024, when it matures, we are so gonna die. Oh my god. All right, let's get some altitude. Jeez. We're not gonna make it. Let's get the hell off these mountains. No, this is 2020. So 2024, as I was gonna say before, could you imagine actually flying in this? Jeez. Stop it. 2024 is a great platform. You can see where they're going with it. You can see what's coming. I've done the helicopters before plenty of times with the motion pit, but yeah, the motion pit will be coming back into the channel for a plethora of reasons that I won't share yet. Yeah, exactly. It's just not ready yet. Remember, for those of you who were flying, do you guys remember what 2020 was like? Yeah, I know, Richard. I'm working on it. So the whole plan, Richard, was that we were going to just grip it and rip it, Dukes of Hazzard, fly it low, and yours truly didn't look at the weather report. And we are figuring out that that was not a good idea. The intent was to keep it low, keep it fast, scrape the treetops, have some fun in the G-58, and we're going to end up in a treehouse again. But yeah, so 2024 is going to be awesome. I mean, like I said, yeah, like you said, they're with 2020. 2020, dude. I'm working on it. We're climbing. Some of this was meant intentional, but to this degree, not so much. Yeah, exactly. I got the window. Sir, what's all over your wing? Don't ask. Yesterday's lunch. No, I bet he would not. No, I can guarantee. There's the instructor. Nice. Is that a plane or a mule? I don't know. It's sort of yelling like a mule right now. Let's see if I get this thing to behave itself now. Yeah, that was very realistic. Yeah, see, that's what I always say, Paradox. That's exactly what the sim is for. Doing what you would never do in real life. Oh, I've flown the G-58 lots of times. It's so ever since BlackSquare did their version of it, it's been one of my favorites. Right now, unfortunately, my favorite, I believe, is the Duke. So it was the TBM 850. TBM 850 is phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal aircraft. And then recently, so I just released my B60 Duke piston guide on Patreon. And in the process of developing that guide, the piston is badass, dude. But you know, okay, so, but there's nothing wrong with that, dude, because the 414 is amazing as well. The 414 is phenomenal. So I like the BlackSquare specifically, because remember, this is a default Microsoft or a Asobo aircraft. But I like specifically the BlackSquare G-58. The 414 is badass, and the 310 is amazing. But the Duke, for me, so far, the only Duke I've flown, and I did this on purpose, I said this in my stream earlier today, I intentionally have only flown the piston because I knew if I flew... Hey, you bet, Bruce. Thanks for supporting, man. And by the way, Bruce, just because obviously you're a Patreon subscriber, you wouldn't have seen it. Thanks for all the support. Like, it really means a lot. And I know last year was really chaotic for me, and I did not pump out material as I should. I will promise you, we've already done the 777, got it out the first of this year. We've now got the Duke guide out, and I already have the next one started and going, which as of right now is the Learjet. So we're going to get that one out. But anyway, the Duke takes the cake for me right now. Because I knew that if I flew the Grand Duke or the Turbine Duke before I finished the piston, I wasn't going to want to go back to the piston. And I love it. It is a busy plane. There is so much to it. You have to watch your cabin temperature. You have to watch external temperature, your cylinder heads, your leaning, your fuel, everything on it is just, it is a very procedural aircraft. And if you step outside of that and do the nonsense that I'm doing right now, it's going to get you. I actually had it fall out of the sky on me 3 times, and I got so pissed off. I was talking about this earlier in today's stream when I was flying it, that I was getting so angry, and I kept yelling at Asobo when I was making the guide. Like, I said every dirty word in the book. So what would happen is I was up at 25,000 feet. I'd come up to my cruise. I'd be up there for a minute or two, and then I would watch my fuel flow literally just start rolling back on both engines. And it never caught it. Like, I'm sitting there thinking, like, what's going on? So I take my mixture, and I was pulling it back real quick, and you'd watch it jump up and then come back down. Well, it's because I was pulling it back down, and I'd go back to full rich. I'm thinking, right, full rich, gotta have full rich. Full rich, everything should be fine. Full rich isn't fine at 25,000 feet. So what was essentially happening is I was drowning my engines. And so 3 times the thing nosedived, and I mean rolled over. I'm in a dive. Luckily, I was at 25,000 feet. I come out of the freaking dive. I'm trying to figure out what the hell's going on, and finally, like, this is so late at night, right? Joe, welcome back. This is super late at night. So I'm finally like, slow down, think about it, and it dawns on me. It's like, I was up there at full rich. I was going through my climb at full rich. So what was happening is I leveled out. Well, then everything wasn't working quite the way it should, because we should be leaning off at that point, right? Like a lot. And I was flooding my engines, gassing them out. I would drop. It would sink down to a lower altitude. The air got thicker. Combustion was able to happen again. My engines would come back to life. Because what essentially would happen is I'd fall. I'd get my engines back. I'd climb back up, get to cruise, still at full rich, and fall again. So the BlackSquare Duke is... It's amazing how much effort and authenticity they put into that aircraft. What are you yelling about? We could honestly probably stop here. Let's see, how far are we? Wow, I didn't think we were that far. Well, this was supposed to be a turn and burn, wreck it, break it kind of... I mean, we did break it. We crashed. Yeah, well, and that's exactly it. That was exactly it, Richard, and that's what I learned. So, in that process, it hadn't processed to me. Like I said, it was late at night. So, I was tired. I was already frustrated. I wasn't paying attention. And yeah, had I just come here to the EDM, which we should honestly probably do right now, since we're up here. All right, well, I mean, we're only at 9,000, but there won't be much to lean, but we can play around with it. But first, let's get our RPM set. So let's see here. We're probably about 32 inches on manifold pressure. We're just guesstimating for right now. 2,500 RPMs. We're going to leave it there. We'll lean it from there. Let's see if we can even get a good lean out of it right now. So we got cylinders 4. Why is it always 4 in 1? And there's our peak. And let's go for rich over peak. So negative numbers when you mix is going to be rich over peak, which is going to be more fuel burn, faster aircraft, better performance, hotter temperatures. Positive number, and you only want to go about 50 degrees over peak, either direction. Positive numbers are going to be lean over peak, better range, less fuel burn, slower airspeed. Yeah, like I said, as soon as it clicked in my head what I was doing, like, it was one of those, like, I just wanted to bash my head against a desk. To say the least, I called it a night after that. It was like one of those, like, you idiot, it was right in front of your face. Because normally what I do is about every 5,000 or 6,000 feet, and I don't do it a lot, but I pull the mixture back just a little bit. Like, every 5,000 or 6,000, I'll just take it and just a little bit. Just enough to keep it from being full rich. Like, even right now, we're only at 9,000 feet. Like, so, I mean, you can see the mixture's almost full. Well, where are we? What's our distance now? Are we really that far out? Display range is 200 nautical miles? I call bullshit. Oops. Sorry. Now we're 100 miles out. Huh. Now we're gonna make it. I think I can land it at St. Barts. I've gotten pretty good with it. He says confidently, knowing that he's going to wind up at part of the crater. And actually, you know what I just thought about? So, based on the wind direction, I'm willing to bet we're going to get, what is it, 2.9? I don't think we'll get the 1-0 approach. I know where Barbados is. That's cool. That's awesome, man. Gotta be gorgeous. That has to be such a beautiful place to live. I'm in Tucson, Arizona, the dump of Arizona. It's not really a dump. It's just dirt. See, this thing, like in northern Arizona, it's gorgeous. You get your mountains, your green, your snow. Like Sedona is truly a beautiful area. The White Mountains up in northern Arizona, up near Flagstaff, up towards the border. Absolutely stunning. Down here in Tucson, it's dirt. You get brown. That's it. You ever want to know what it is? Go to Home Depot, pick up a handful of brown sand, throw it on the floor. Tucson. Although we do have the largest aircraft storage yard in the world. Thank you very much. And I am drinking a Monster at 10 o'clock at night. That's really stupid. But they're so good. So Bruce, with everything that happened last year, it obviously got delayed, but yeah, that's what I was saying earlier. That's why I'm starting to dive deeper and deeper into things like the EDM and the different avionics systems, and starting to do things far more realistic as in preparation. I am doing that this year. It is happening this year. I don't know if I'll make it to my license this year, but I am definitely starting this year. Hopefully before the summer, because anyone who wants to start their PPL in Tucson in the middle of summer is an idiot, but wouldn't be the first time I've been called one. Yeah, a lot of heat and sand. Yeah, and it doesn't help that we're in a bowl. Tucson literally has a mountain range on all four sides. Thank you, Richard. I appreciate that, man. Appreciate that a lot. Man, we are turning and burning. What are we sitting at? 170 knots? Not bad. Yes, YouTube does. So when it comes to live streams, that's actually why I still I stream to Twitch and YouTube at the same time, and that is why. The biggest reason why I stream to Twitch is because of the chat. Yes, I want my pilot's license. So my father had his pilot's license when I was growing up, and we used to get up early in the morning, I'll never forget, and we flew things like Cessna 152s, 172s, occasionally we'd get the 182. We just rented, you know, I mean, I didn't grow up with a lot of money. And we even flew a Katana. That was a really cool little plane, tiny little plane. And my dad and I are both big boys, so it was kind of funny seeing both of us squeeze into this thing. But it was pretty cool because you flew it with a stick instead of a yoke. But we'd fly like from Tucson down to like Nogales, Arizona. And Nogales, Arizona Airport, it's Nogales, Arizona Airport Hair Care and Tire Center. And they also have the world's best breakfast burrito at that damn airport. At least they did 25 years ago. I don't know what it is now, but Twitch, you just go to Twitch. Here. I hope I don't get in trouble for sharing it. I don't think I will. Or it's actually in the description. It should be in the description. There should be a link to it. Just go to that link. And just like anything else, you create an account. But, I mean, there's nothing fancy. And you have the option to subscribe and donate. You can do all the same stuff you can do on YouTube. I mean, like, don't stress yourself over it. It just may take me a second to... I see the YouTube chats anywhere from 45 to 65 to 75 seconds after you have typed them. Just remember that. That's anybody. They go through a filtering system is why. Yeah, dude, the 152, so my dad and I both have big, broad shoulders. So my dad is like 5'7", 5'8". I'm 6'1". And so even back in junior high, you know, I was always 6 feet tall. And 240 pounds, I am done talking to you. That's my goal. Well, actually, that's not true. My goal is 230. But we're on our way down. And good job, by the way. But anyway, yeah, so I'm 6'1", and my dad and I would be shoulder to shoulder in this thing, dude. It was ridiculous. In the 152. Yeah, that was me too, Joe. My father and... So, I grew up with 3 older sisters and no brothers. And so on the weekends, you know, it was always my mom and my sisters would go out and mess around. And then it was, you know, always my father and I at home watching Top Gun. We called it our dude movie. It was our dude movie. And so we'd watch Top Gun, or we'd go out here to the Pima Air Museum. If you guys were ever in Tucson, Arizona, Pima Air and Space Museum, fantastic museum. We actually have a B-36 out here. It's pretty cool. And if you don't know what a B-36 is, look it up. It was the first plane that I'm aware of. I believe it was the first plane to ever back up under its own power. But a bunch of really cool aircraft out here. It's a great museum. Great museum. They have a gorgeous B-17 display. Well, that sucks. I wonder why. I don't know why Twitch wouldn't work. But anyway. I haven't flown into North Las Vegas. I wanted to. I heard it's actually a really cool airport. I've only flown into what used to be McCarran. I can't remember what its new name is. I'll probably always call it McCarran. Yeah, I can't blame you there. Yeah, B-36 is dope, man. They told you a Piper PA-28 at 6'4"? No, man. Did you ask them if they were going to take the roof off of it? Oh, that'd be cool, Paradox, yeah. I was hoping to go take a gander out there when we were out there for the Flight Sim Expo, and I just never made it over there. When you think about it, sightseeing in a plane like this would be boring as hell. Like, you look out the window no matter where you're sitting. Let's see if the... Okay, so I guess this seat wouldn't be terrible. Oh, that would suck. But for the most part, this seat would be okay if you were here. But if you were in one of those two seats, you get to see wing. Let's see. I guess, well, I don't know. I guess that's not bad, huh? Yes, and Sophia. You know, you'd be surprised how many people don't know what Sophia is. Yeah, no, that would kill my knees. And like I said, you got 3 inches on me. Harry Reid, yes, there it is. Hey, man. There's awesome flight sims. There's some great stuff out there. You can make it just as good, that's for sure. At least close to it. And Bruce, I hope you go VR, man. VR is where it's at. The eternal battle of VR versus 2D. I think as mixed reality progresses, VR is gonna stomp it. Which one did you get, Paradox? I have not tried the Quest 3, but I have not heard fantastic things about it. So, I'm gonna tell you guys this for both of you, Quest 3 and Quest 2. Paradox, Quest 3 was mentioned on YouTube, and vice versa to you, Joe. So as far as the Quest goes, here's the problem. They use a link cable, as you guys are aware, to connect to the PC. You're never going to get the transfer rate that you need for optimum performance to get the most out of it. So if you guys truly end up enjoying the VR experience, if you like it, if you find yourself in a great situation, like, yep, I want to stick with this, then yeah, Bruce, you just hit it on the head. The best bang for the buck right now is the Crystal Light. And yes, I said it earlier, we were talking about this earlier today, I am a Pimax fanboy. I purchased every single release that Pimax put out up until the Crystal with my own money. You do need the right cable, but I'm telling you right now, dude, I'm telling you. And this is for people from the back end of things who, like, who are being completely honest with me, who have access to multiple things, okay? And even they'll tell you the same thing. Like, if it comes down to you want truly what's good, get something that's a direct connect, like the Pimax. What am I looking for? There, that. 52 miles. 9,000 feet. I should go 3,000. Nope. I would imagine the weight. The one thing I'll say about Pimax, they tend to be a bit heavier than most. Bumpkin Air! Welcome to the stream, man. Beyond ATC is fantastic, dude. And I don't think it's that they hate airliners. They're just not... So I know, for example, with PMDG, the issue is there is a bug in the current SDK from Asobo that is preventing PMDG from completing their compatibility. It sort of goes back to what we were talking about earlier, you know. Bumpkin, I don't think you're around for that, but 2024 is going to be an amazing simulator. It's going to be just like 2020. I mean, do you guys remember, for those of us who have been flying 2020 since it released, oh my gosh, do you guys remember how angry we were? F Logitech. Logitech can burn in the trash can. Anyway, yeah. 2020, guys, remember all the nonsense we had to deal with 2020? It was awful. 2020 was a disaster for months. Well, it's the same thing with 2024. But once it finally does iron out, it's going to be fantastic. I literally have no doubt about that. I'm being completely serious in that confidence. I think it's going to shatter everything else once it gets to where it needs to be. What am I looking for? I was looking for something. Oh, I know what I'm looking for. Go to flightsim.to, you guys, and look up Visual Midar. This was made by a 13-year-old kid. Like, I was so impressed. Let me show you guys this. Window capture. Is it going to show it? Yeah. Let me show you guys this out. Check this out. Whoa. A 13-year-old made this. Like, this is slick. TFFJ, right? It's simple, right? But it's cool. Like, he's got the wind direction. There's your runways. Runway 28 and 10 shows you. So we are getting the infamous 10 approach with a crosswind. Yay. At 16 knots. I'm going to end up in the freaking trees, dude. That burble that we're going to get as we pass, as we go right over the road, that burble we're going to get at a 16 knot crosswind, I'm going to end up upside down. I'm going to end up upside down. I'm done. It's over. Wind gusting at 27 knots. I am so screwed. Anyway, Visual Midar. Guys, go check it out on flightsim.to. It's just to help the kid out, man. I think it's a really... He was, like, really concerned when he asked me if I'd take a look. I'm like, dude, it's fantastic. And then when he told me how old he was, I'm like, shit. Like, you go, buddy. Yeah, I've used it before, too. I know, dude. Gusting 27 knots. I'm telling you, I'm dead. What was that? 3007, wasn't it? Was it 307 or 301? I don't know. Doesn't matter. We're doing a visual approach anyway. What's our distance? Still 40 miles, and we're at 7,000. We should be good. Yeah, I'm done for, dude. It's all over. Let's bring the power back. It's like, do you guys know that I think it was a kid who made, or I gotta stop saying kid. It was a young man who made add-ons linker. Like a teen. I think he was in his teens when he made it. I don't know if he still is. It's been quite a few years now, but some of these young kids, man, that they sharp. Really impressive, some of the stuff they make. Sorry guys, got a work email and I'm making sure it's not ruining my fun. Again, that'd be for the second time today. Nope, we're good. Yeah, I haven't messed with it with 24 yet either. There's no point. Yes, you were, Joe. Yes, you were. And so what was funny, Joe, about that? So I told you guys earlier that I'm on call, right? So I'm on call 3 weeks out of the month, and that's by choice. Right? But I wasn't even on call this week. My buddy Jeremy, when he was like, good luck, he made me think that it was me, and it wasn't. I ended up joining the call helping out anyway, but didn't have to leave the stream. It was funny. Oops. That was alright. It was a fun stream. We still landed it. Is Approach really armed? No. Okay. Where are we at now? 29? There's so much cool flight stuff, dude. I got a bunch of stuff coming this week for you guys that I'm going to show off. So I was thinking about that. You have so many different options now. So many different ways you could go with flight sim. Do you guys remember? Think about flight simming 10 years ago. Like 10 years ago. None of this stuff was here. VR was... Maybe the CV one was there? I don't think so. 10 years ago? I don't think so. The first Oculus? A lot of the peripherals might have been from people like Real Sim Gear and whatnot, but all these other third-party developers, all the CDUs, WinWing's really shaking things up, man. WinWing is going to give a lot of people a run for their money. Yeah, Flight Sim 10. Yep, that would have been Flight Sim 10. And P3D, gosh, I think we were still on version 3 at that time. I think X-Plane 10, too. Yeah, Say Intentions, Beyond ATC, FS HUD, that's another one. I think the best ATC program back then was Pilot to ATC, or if you, I mean, VATSIM I think was still 10 years ago. I think it was coming around, but I don't think it was anything like it was today. And then you had some Pilot's Edge support, but I don't think it was as good as it is now. When you guys are ready to be, you know, to show off the bags, go to Pilot's Edge. They only support, I think, the Western United States, but it's real-world air traffic controllers. Traffic, yeah. Yeah. It was crazy, man. But you remember the graphics? Have any of you guys gone back and watched any old YouTube videos from like Flight Sim 10 or X-Plane 10? They looked awful. It was horrible. And we thought they were cooler than snot back then. It was garbage. X-Plane 11, though, you know what? Like, hold on. X-Plane 11 there's some truth to that. Because X-Plane 11 had good graphics. I think they sort of set the bar for what could be. I think a lot of companies looked at X-Plane 11 and went, huh, like, we can actually make this look pretty damn good. Oregon Trail, you need to settle the hell down. That's back when we were in school. Although it's funny, my dad was cleaning out his office a couple months ago, and he actually found the Oregon Trail 5 1/4 floppy drives. It was pretty funny. We're getting close. I'm gonna increase our descent rate. That mixture back in. Let's get the cowl flaps open. I didn't even turn prop sync on. The multiplayer has been a cool aspect. We're actually going to set up a group flight, I think, for next weekend. That has definitely been a cool aspect. I was kind of hoping to see more out of 2024. Like, what's the word I'm looking for? Natively supported, like, shared cockpit. I would have liked to have seen in 2024. I was sort of hoping. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. You know, the flight sim community, just like anything else, it has its people who are less than pleasant, right? But for the most part, I think even when people come off as snotty, I think it's just the way that the information translates because it's such dry information. But I've seen people write books in the comments to my videos, and they're not being jerks, but like if I did something wrong or something like that, and you could tell when they know, like when versus those who I know you did something wrong versus the ones who know, right? There's a lot of really great people who share some really fantastic information. And I think the flight sim community is pretty good about it. Oh, that wasn't on a Mac. That would have been like on an old Celeron. Yeah. That's why I like the Flight Sim Expo so much. The expos are a lot of fun. If you guys haven't gotten the chance to go, go. Go to at least one. Like, you won't regret it. It's a lot of fun. And whether you're going for a specific purpose or just to mingle around and say hi to everyone and geek out with like-minded folk. Like, you can just walk up to anyone and just start gabbing away. Oh, cool, Paradox. Nice. If you run into me, make sure you hit me in the back of the head or something. I'm hoping to make Providence this year, too. Providence... So, I went to the one in Houston. I went to the one in Vegas. Providence... We'll see. I want to very desperately. I just don't know if I'm going to be able to make that work or not. We'll see. Especially now that I've got my little ones full time. That makes things a little trickier. All right. All right, let's break the plane. You're yelling now, just wait. Land ho! It's probably one of the only times in the world where you get to say land ho and you're scared to death of it. It's like, all right, Mike, you get to land your plane. I don't want to. Can't we just fly around? I really like the air. Let's just fly around. Let's just look at everything. It's so pretty. You know, I just thought about. Where are we? If I'm not mistaken. We're on the wrong. Yeah, I know where we are. St. Barts. I'm being really stupid. Really stupid. The weather being what it is, yeah. We're doing a 1-0 approach. The infamous 1-0 at St. Barts. What's our altitude? We need to climb. Pilot, where are we? I don't know. Here. That's all the GPS needs to say. You are here. That is St. Martin, isn't it? No. There's 1-0 right there. There's the runway. That's what was throwing me off. He says, realistically, the Baron has 0 chance of making a safe landing. You should have seen the takeoff. Go back and watch the first takeoff on the stream. Let's see here. 16 to 20 knot tailwind. Clean wings, no flaps. And what else did I do? I did something else, didn't I? Maybe that was it. Oh, and took off with obstruction. It didn't end well. I haven't tried Saba yet. I have heard of that one, though. Alright, so I want to be... Here we go. Flaps 1, gear down. Yeah, everyone in the comments, Justin was like, well, loosen the weight or watch this. Like, no. Like, I asked for every part of that tree that I hit, and I did hit a tree. Clean flaps, tailwind, 20 knots tailwind. Absolutely freaking stupid. I was in that Dukes of Hazzard. We're not going to do checklists today, guys. We're just going to fly, steal it, rob it. Hit the tree right on takeoff. Second time around, single stage flaps or takeoff flaps and do you know though? Okay, so on a Cessna 152, I actually watched CFI do this. We landed, where did we land? Eloy? I can't remember where we landed. It was one of those small airports. And the CFI is next to my dad. I'm in the back. And it might have been the 172. And he goes, do you know that this thing has speed brakes? And my dad's like, what? He goes, yeah. And he's like, I'll show you when we touch down. So we touch down, and as soon as he goes, all right, now, he goes, watch your left rudder. Because keep in mind, CFI's on the right side. He goes, watch that left rudder. And he opens the door and kicks it open with his foot. The plane goes, just stops you in your face, dude. It was funny as hell. This was one of the coolest CFIs ever. He's the one who taught me about lazy leaning. where you just pull your mixture back until the end starts to choke, give it another ½ inch. Yeah, exactly. He just shoved the door open with his foot. It was the funniest damn thing. I never thought in my life. Like, you picture CFIs as these, you know, prim, proper, they got the button-up shirts and whatnot, you know. Nope. All right, so where are we? You know what really worked here, Mike, is if you turned your head tracker on, you idiot. You boys see an aircraft carrier around here? It's just past this mountain range, isn't it? Why am I all effed up right now? Oh, there's the cruise ship. It's right there, isn't it? Damn it. Found it. Oh, that's right. 1, 2, land. Got it. Got it. Got it. Got it. Got it. Yeah, it was funny, dude. I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe I witnessed that. Oh, Justin, that's cool, dude. The Baron's one of my favorites, although I was just saying earlier, the Duke has taken it lately. The Duke is badass. Bumpkin I am. Thank you. One day at a time, right? But this year we're on a better track. That's why I'm live streaming more too, and got some good people around me helping me out here, so got good support. And you guys have been awesome. This community's been fantastic to me. It is 2020, yes. Alright, that should be... Those are my islands, right? Why can I not see it? Am I still that low? Yes, the Duke is, dude. The Duke is badass. I like the way you worded that. Is bad A. Yeah, nah, you can go ahead and say it. I won't yell at you. You probably don't need to do the cache cleaning anymore. It's not as prominent as it used to be. All right, full flaps. All right, hang on a second. I'll help you with sim brief in a minute. All right, let's pull the prop pitches back. Use them as a drag source. There's the speed fall off. So if you pull the prop pitch all the way back, turns them like this, they'll help you slow down like a lot. Slip it, slip it, slip it. Other way, other way, other way, other way. There's the burble I was talking about. I'm sorry, guys. Tell my children I love them. Nope. Thank you. That's what I meant. Sorry. You were right. I had to think about that right after I said it, but then at that point I was about to eat a tree, so it's like me and trees today. Yeah. This is not going to go well. This is not going to end well, you guys. Yeah, this is definitely a bolter. No. You're good, Justin. You're good. We were thinking right. I was talking wrong. All right. You can do it. I really don't know. We need to get higher, though. I came in on the approach way too low. So I know it's like a... Is it 5 or... It's either a 5 or 6 degree glide slope. It doesn't follow the standard 3 degree. You have to slip it down. And then that stupid burble right as you come over the road. scares the hell out of me every time. And the trick with the burble, so right as you come over the road, your aircraft will do this, but if you just leave it, it'll settle right back in. 9 times out of 10, you'll settle right back into where you were. But it's just like you have that natural instinct to correct it, and you usually don't have to. All right. Oh, no. No, I love the distraction. And honestly, there was no coming out of that one. I'm pretty sure I was starting too low. I'm pretty sure I need to be about 2,500 feet. Because you have to be able to be high enough where you can see, like I said, I think it's either a 5 or a 6 degree glide slope into the 1-0 approach. The 2-8 approach is a lot of fun too, because you actually have to like go near the mountainside. There's a couple of houses that you use as your land markers, but I'm not trying that with winds gusting at 27 knots. We'll end up in somebody's living room. Alright, so now I'm going to start my right turn, bring it back around to extend out a little bit. We'll try this again, see if I can do it without looking like a fool. I probably can't do it without looking like a fool, but we'll at least see if we can finish the flight. I should have turned my head tracking on. This is not a good approach to try with a fixed camera, FYI. Alright, there's my 25. Gear coming back down. Okay, here we go. I'm willing to bet these gusts are probably beyond the aircraft specifications, to be honest. You are absolutely welcome to do so. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Not yet, not yet. Too steep, too steep, too steep. Not yet, not yet, not yet, not yet. Not yet, not yet. Yeah, I know. I'm working on it. I'm working on it. Trying to slip it. I'm getting shoved around. I hate this part because you can't see anything. Get down, get down. Stop pushing me up. We are so dead. Got the engines, we're gonna go. Well, Justin, you were right. The 58 can't make this approach. Hey, at least I cut the mixture, man. I killed the mixture when we landed. I knew it. Like, emergency procedures, right? That fuel pump was running the whole time. Huh. Well, if that isn't a Dukes of Hazzard ending. I said it from the start of this stream that it wasn't going to be good. I appreciate that, James. So let's see here. What was that wind information again? So we had a 14 knot crosswind. Here we go. Watch here. Mind you, like they were saying, Justin was saying that Baron 58 isn't probably even rated for a 1-0 approach at St. Bart's. But let's see here. So we did it. Let's see here. Yeah. So we had a 14 knot crosswind gusting at 24 knots. The Barons of Hazard. I like that. Oh, that's right. There is a real life video, isn't there? I forgot about that. And he goes nose first into the water. That landing was a lot of bumpy. I like that. Exactly. Just like good old boys. I mean, I guess it's kind of the same stuff. Hey, Paradox, have a good night, man. That's right. That's right. The plane needed to wash. I forgot about that. Yes, that's right. See, that's what I was doing. I wanted to show you guys what that pilot experienced that day when he put the Baron into the water. I forgot. That is a real video. I forgot all about that. Although I was telling you guys on the 2.8 approach, because I'm not starting that thing up again. Nuh-uh. They're going to be like, are you going to leave that there? Yes. Yes, I am. So on the 2.8 approach, you guys should look it up. It's really cool. On the visual approach, you come in from over here. You use this house right here as a... No, it's this one right here. Use this house as a marker. You should be parallel to it, right? Then you fly... Make sure the camera turns. You fly through this cavity here. There's a valley. You fly through it. You make a hard left turn. There's a greenhouse right there that you then use as you make your turn over. Then as you're coming down for your approach, these hotels right here are your go, no-go location, right? So if you do not make the turn where you were on a stabilized 2-8 approach, by the time that you pass this hotel, you bank off to the right and you go around. But that's your last go-around point. You can't go around. They don't let you, my understanding, go around back up over 1-0. You either cut it, you land it, or go in someone's pool. But the 2-8 approach is just as fun. It's just as challenging. Look it up on YouTube. St. Bart's Visual 2-8 approach. It's a lot of fun. It's really cool because you get so low. The turn right here when you come through this valley is intense. Like, you're banking it like a fighter. It's awesome. Well, that'll be on next year's Overkill's Greatest Moments video. Let's get a screenshot of that. What is the saying? Any landing you walk away from, right? Any landing you walk away from, leave the plane and hope nobody saw you get out of it. That's where I'm going with. Well, my people, it is getting late at night here. Work calls very early in the morning. Got to get the kids to school, all that good jazz. I had a lot of fun flying with you guys. Thank you guys for joining the stream. I love doing these live streams. It's so fun to talk to you guys, geek out with y'all, and you guys get to watch me act like an idiot and land planes at runways that have no business landing there. This is why planes that land here have reverse prop too. I would imagine that's probably a big key factor. And then they also hit the glide slope correctly. They descend at the right speed. They're probably not landing at 25 knot gusting. Bruce, good night, guys. Joe, good night. Oh, sim brief. I'm sorry, Trevin. What was your question? Hang on. Hang on 1 second. Let me see. I'm looking. Hold on. Let me go find your question again. I'm sorry. Okay, yeah, what's your question? I'll wait for you. Have a good night, Joe. Thanks, man. You mean you're trying to install it in the sim? Are you talking about this? Hold on. Talking about that? Oh, okay. So 2 questions, and because of the wonderful chat delay in YouTube, answer them both at the same time. So, are you on the store or Steam version? And when you did your initial install, did you do a custom installation directory, or did you just let it install where it wanted to? And yeah, SimBrief is a no-go. Yeah, I was getting there. But he's talking about the EFB too. I know what he's talking about. SimBrief Dispatcher should be installed via Navigraph. So here, let me show you my browser. Okay. So it's the packages folder that's the kicker. But give me a second. Let me pull up SimBrief. That's why I hate Steam. I don't use Steam. I use Steam as little as possible. And it's just because of dealing with the directory. So I don't use Steam. So I don't know that I'm the best one to help you with this, but hang on. I don't use Steam for Microsoft Flight Simulator, I guess. Sorry. SimBrief is not loading for me. What's going on? Is SimBrief like down or something right now? When I go to like new flight or dispatch, it's not letting me do anything. Oh, oops, I didn't mean to do that. Wrong button. Let me close this one. It looks like it is down. Nah, you're fine, man. I get it. I totally get it. Yeah, I think SimBrief is down right now. The website won't load. Otherwise, I would show you. So I don't think it goes in there. And actually, I thought with the dispatcher, I thought there was an exe that it installed on its own. But as far as your community folder, I don't know how this works with Steam. You know what? Here, hold on a second. I'll look it up. MSFS 2020 Steam community folder. Okay, so here. It is in this directory as far as finding your community folder. I'm going to post that in the link or in the chat. This is where it says it is. So obviously where it says your username, it would be whatever your username folder is called. Like mine's Overkill for my computer. But that's where your community folder is. So that's where the EFB would go. But as far as installing the dispatcher, I thought that the exe did that for you, but I could be wrong. But anyways, if not, dude, hit me up on the Discord too. The link to my Discord is in every single one of my videos, so make sure you hit me up there. And if you run into any trouble, hit me up tomorrow and I'll help you out. We'll figure it out. Okay? But I gotta call it, man. But as always, guys, stay safe and healthy. I'll catch you tomorrow. We'll probably be live again tomorrow at some point too in the afternoon. So stay tuned and be on the watch for that. There's a lot of really cool stuff coming your way this week, guys, that I think you guys are gonna really like. So as always, folks, see you soon.